So there's this phenomenon that's been going on sort of since March, really. And you know what it's about. But it's you get people saying that you shouldn't politicize blah blah. So like, I mean, they use it at the moment to say, you shouldn't politicize masks, social distancing, the lockdowns, the coronavirus in general. They say, you shouldn't blame it on China because that's racist, even though it did come from China. And it seems pretty deliberate that they spread it. They hid information about it. Because the one thing that I've realised lately, people have been talking about a lot actually, is that in the beginning I was quite worried about it. Obviously I'd never support a mandatory lockdown or anything, but I was like, I'm gonna stay the fuck away from people. I'm gonna macrodose on vitamin C, get plenty of sunlight just to max out my immune system, because at the time it was looking pretty scary, right? There was a pretty high death rate. Like I said, China was keeping a lot of information from us. Now it seems that the average age of death is 82, and barely anyone under the age of 40 dies. It's like, to most people it's a strain of the flu ultimately, but at the time you didn't know that. And people are saying, don't blame China because that's racist. They did so well. Look how well they fucking contained the virus. They say they contained it domestically, but obviously they flew everyone out of Wuhan around the fucking world. But so that's one thing that people have been trying to stop people talking about. And also, of course, all this crap with the new normal, masks, lockdown stuff. People are saying how fucking how you shouldn't politicise it because it's saving lives and stuff. And that's a load of rubbish, because they'll say that and in the next breath say, fuck Donald Trump, all these deaths that have been reported in blue states and stuff, that's all Trump's fault for not locking down the state, for not doing a federal lockdown. But if he'd done a federal lockdown, I guarantee you there'd be people out on the streets screaming fascist Trump, he's Nazi. You know people who would love to say that, don't you? And so people are just being complete hypocrites. At the moment, everything's fucking politicised because you cannot get away from it. And so by politicising everything and then saying to people, don't politicise it, you're basically trying to take away people's voice. You're saying that you can't have an opinion on this, whether, even though it's quite serious and it affects your life, it affects your human rights. And so people who say, masks shouldn't be a political issue and stuff, fuck that. Of course it is. You've made it it is a political issue. It's something that's been implemented by politicians that affects fucking everyone. So it's just a thought bite, really. This don't politicise all this stuff is a fallacy. Don't fall for it. So long as this is a thing, all these restrictions are a thing. So long as China's just going along, getting away with the shit that he pulled. And because of the shit that China pulled now, everyone's been in lockdown. Economies around the world have been completely fucked, including China's to an extent. They sort of mitigated it a bit because obviously they knew stuff that they weren't telling other people. And but now that's happened, the economies are fucked. It's like I've said in previous videos, politicians in the West, all over the world really, they are coping like hell. And they're not going to say, no, it was a mistake, because they're going to take the blame for it. They're not going to blame China, because they're owned by the Chinese pretty much. They're basically vassals of China. Pretty much everywhere's a vassal of China, apart from half of America at this point. They're not going to blame China, because they'll get all their investments and shit. China will block trade with them and stuff, and all their flimsy crony deals will get taken away. That's obviously the fault of China, but also the fault of Western politicians, corrupt politicians who don't give a fuck about people that they're meant to serve. They just care about their own interests, and their own interests are just suck Xi Jinping's cock. And cope about this fucking stupid lockdown that China fooled them into doing. So both parties need to be held accountable, Western politicians and the Chinese Communist Party. And so when people say, "Oh, this isn't a political issue," it really, really is in every sense of the word. You cannot get away from this. This is affecting literally every single person. There's even like uncontacted tribes that have been given bloody face masks and stuff airdropped to them, and test kits or whatever the hell. So this is affecting everyone, and it is political. Like I said, it's implemented by politicians. It's instigated by the Chinese Communist Party. If anyone says to you, "Oh, it's not political," shut up, wear a mask, don't be selfish. It is completely a political issue, and China should absolutely be blamed for it, as well as politicians, Western politicians, for their continued unnecessary implementation of the new normal. Because it's not normal. It's a new awful. Remember that, guys. So that's all. Have a nice day, guys. Just remember to. People say that it's not political. Just show them this video, because it completely is, and you completely have a right to be upset. This is a really nice stone circle here, guys. Don't know how old it is. I think it's Neolithic by the looks of it. I doubt it's Iron Age. But that's all, guys. Have a good day. Share this video. Cheers, guys.